Hey guys, what's up? Jordan Dennis here at Century 21. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in. And today I'm going to give you 8 successful tips on how to sell your house. Ready? Ready. Okay. Tip number 1, right? Price it correctly. Regardless of how great your marketing is, the one most important thing that sells houses the fastest is a good listing price. Okay, so when you want to list your house, you hire a real estate agent, right? You ask them what should the price be, right? So that agent is going to do a CMA or a comparative market analysis. We're going to look at comparable homes, houses that are most like your house. And we're looking at square footage, bedroom count, finishes, lot size, location, all of those things. And again, taking the one that is most like yours and comparing the price, what it's sold for, and how much time. And that's how we're going to get our fair market price. Can you do an appraisal before you list it? It's your decision, right? But a good real estate agent is just going to tell you that, yeah, no, this is where it should be. And even if you did get an appraisal, right, the next buyer is going to get one anyway, and it won't matter what yours is because they're going to go off the buyer's appraisal, right? So price it correctly. If your house is about $300,000, know what I would do? I would suggest right around $299,900, $900, right? It's basically $300,000. You got that 2 in the front of it though, so it makes it more enticing and a lot better looking on on the MLS and on paper. And stay away from, oh, let's go ahead and just list it at 320 and start there. No, you don't want to do that because we don't want the listing to get stale, guys. We don't want it to not get showings right off the bat. We want to like right when the floodgates open, man. We want that listing to hit hard and fast, and that's what we want. So just price it right, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, and tip number 2. All right, make sure your listing shows well. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to declutter. Okay, we're going to remove unnecessary things. Less is more. Like, for example, that refrigerator. In my house, I got magnets all over the place, holding up papers, appointment slips, menus of Chinese restaurants, things that are way too old and don't even know that they're on there. Things on top of the refrigerator, I move all that stuff, right? Got to make it nice and clean. There's excess stuff on countertops. Guess what? Remove them. Less is more. When my kids were little, we had like little toy stations, like in every corner of the house, right? We're going to alleviate that, right? We're gonna move all of that stuff out of the way, make it nice and clean. Every room, nice and clean. If you go buy a car, right, and you're going to the dealership and the showroom floor, what is it? They have the best car there, right? And it's polished. Interior is awesome. The wheels are perfect. That's how we want your house to be. We want it to be the car on the showroom floor, guys. All right. So next, also, man, I know there's a lot of you that know plenty of people that sell things like Scentsy and things like that. So why don't you go ahead and put those like in every room of the house, all right, so that it feels good. The house smells good. You know what I mean? Next, guys, turn on all the lights in the house. Turn on, like, if you have can lighting, every lamp. Next, you're going to open up the windows. Let all that natural light come in. Okay, don't close things off. Again, we want to make it nice and inviting for everybody. You're really showing off your house the way it needs to be so that you can really push it. Next, guys, I love this, especially when I do open houses, but houses that I show always stand out when the owner puts on music. So if you have like an Amazon Alexa, go ahead and put on some music. Something easy to listen to, something non-threatening. I like to put on jazz, like 1940s jazz, like a Frank Sinatra's channel or something like that. That's really great. That really makes your place stand out. People get really comfortable when they walk in there. So music is a plus, definitely. Okay, now then, number 3, short notice showings. This is important. I understand that maybe sometimes your lifestyle just can't accommodate a short notice showing, and maybe you need 24 hours notice, but literally, if you can show like on the drop of a hat, that's so important. Okay, because I've very many times where I've been showing houses to clients, and on the listing instructions it says 24-hour notice required. Okay, I've had clients that wanted to see that home, and then they don't, because during that same time we were showing, we found them something else to move forward. So that person with the 24-hour notice required, they ended up missing out on what could have been a contract. And yeah, that's important because we want to get, again, as many people in there as possible. We don't want to take a long time. And literally every day if you can, so we can not lose the momentum of the house being listed right off the bat. So definitely showing times, short notice needs to happen. Number 4, marketing. Okay, marketing is important. Okay, starting off with professional photography. Okay, there is 0 reasons why your licensed real estate professional, when you ask them to list your house, that they are walking through your home with a cell phone. I don't care if your iPhone or your Galaxy or whatever the case may be does like 4K quality HD pictures or anything like that. It doesn't matter, okay? Think about this. You're paying your real estate agent literally thousands of dollars to list and market your home, okay? So they need to spend some of their own money on a photographer, a legitimate real estate photographer that takes legitimate real estate photos, okay, that are beautiful, magazine quality. They need to make sure that your house is their product, okay? I know that I have plenty of clients that, will bypass a house if the pictures don't look nice. And gosh, man, when you have nice pictures, you can put them up anywhere, okay? Any website's going to look great. Social media's look fantastic. Professional photography is a must, period, end of story. Okay, next is videos. Videos are so important, like a virtual tour, or maybe your agent is walking the audience or the camera through the home talking about it. We want the audience to be reeled in, all right, with how great the house looks on video to where they want to come see it in person. Videos are so important. Next, speaking of videos, guys, Facebook especially, do a Facebook Live open house. Go a live broadcast, and what's really great about that is as they're walking through your home that's listed, right, to sell, they can have an audience start asking questions, and they can see it in real time. That is it's free. You're reaching thousands and thousands of potential buyers by doing videos, especially Facebook Live open houses. Speaking of marketing, so we have the videos, we have the photos. All right, now you need to be on target market ads on Facebook especially. Facebook is the most important marketing tool on the planet. Facebook is phenomenal, especially for target market ads, where you can reach out to any certain group of people in a given area where your house is that you're trying to attract those buyers. Okay, so have your agent spend some money on Facebook target market ads to reach those people, to again put your house out there more than it'll show up on Realtor, Trulia, and Zillow combined. You can get way more traffic and looks on your property there than you can on those big 3 websites. Next, while you're choosing a real estate agent, have them show you a history of what they do. Have them show you a history of how they market their properties. Are they doing videos? All right. Are they doing ads? Are they doing live walkthroughs? Ask them those things so you can really determine, is this the person who's really into my home, who's really going to sell it fast? Guys, see what they're up to. It's a little bit more challenging to find a real estate agent that really knows how to market and sell listings. Okay, and tip number 5, okay, we need good pictures. I know I harped on it just a little bit in the previous step of marketing. However, pictures, guys, are so important. Nice, bright, detailed, professional pictures. I have a great photographer that does, it's called HDR, all right? They look at one section of the home, they take a picture that's really dark, and they take a picture that's really light, and they take a few in between, and then they meld them all together to make it nice, bright, and brilliant. And again, pictures are so important to, for your marketing, for your house, okay? When you're taking professional photos, details are so important. Guys, toilet lid down, right? Tighten up those sheets, you know what I mean? Look, if there's things under your kid's bed that's sticking out, hey man, just push them in there, take them out the closets. Tell you what, my photographer does not take pictures of closets or garages, all right? So I tell my clients, go ahead and just shove all that stuff you don't want into a closet or garage and declutter. But that's so important, is show ready all the little tiny details in a home. If you have a TV on the wall and you got cords hanging down, guess what we like to do? We like to unplug all of those cords behind the TV and then tuck them away so that on the picture it looks nice and clean and perfect. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're doing photos. Not only are they professional, but they're detail-oriented pictures. Okay, and tip number 6, staging. Okay, staging is taking a room, maybe it has furniture in it already, and it just needs to be livened up a little bit. Okay, maybe this chair and a half needs to be, kitty corner. Okay, maybe you gotta move a table back. Maybe you just have to adjust some furniture, move things around. Let's take off grandma's old blankets off the back of the couch. All right, and let's just clean the place up. Right, that's important. Again, most inviting. I've been in some houses where they have a big wraparound couch and a giant chair. It looks kind of cluttery. All right, not that your furniture is bad, but again, I've said it, less is more, right? So let's just go ahead and remove that big chair out of the way, and we can open the place up a little bit and make it easier. Next, maybe you've had a house that's been tough to sell because it has a challenging floor plan. The house is vacant. Go ahead and hire a staging company, a legit staging company to go in there, and they have their designers go through there. They'll decorate the walls. They'll put like odds and ends up there on the shelves and everything. They'll put brand new furniture or whatever nice furniture goes with the theme of your home, and really take it home, guys, because buyers as a species have no vision. Okay, especially if they're with a real estate agent that isn't really selling the home, they're just kind of showing it. All right, so staging is important so that you can take like an awkward floor plan that they just can't see, and they can really pull them in with how nice the house looks with the furniture there. Okay, we got to invoke an emotion. We have to make them feel good. Oh my goodness, I couldn't picture this house if it didn't have the couches like this. Oh, look at where the TV is. Things like that. Staging's important. Again, whether it's your own stuff and we're just kind of removing things, moving stuff around, or actually hiring a staging company to really liven the place up and help you sell it. Number 7, okay? Don't be unrealistic with your pricing, okay? I talked about price at the beginning. We're talking about it again. Guys, very important, okay? This isn't, in my market, I'm not in a big city, right, where you can get $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 over asking. If you're in a market like mine where houses are literally selling for what they're priced at, maybe a little bit higher, you don't need to go $30,000, $40,000 up above the price where it should be at, okay? Because what's that going to show a buyer if you're priced, $30,000 above the closest comp, right? Those real estate agents helping those buyers, they might not even show the house. You know what I mean? They might not even make it an option for them. If it's priced too high, how are we going to get them down to where it needs to be realistically? All right. And then next, how much of a challenge do you look already with having a house that's priced too high, right? So now you have to go under contract with them, and maybe that agent and that family that wants to make an offer on the house is just, if it's priced too high now, I don't imagine this deal even going down. So I'll just look elsewhere. Okay, be realistic. Okay, price it right out of the gate, man, and you'll be able to sell it fast, get as many buyers as possible. And you know what, man? Maybe sometimes even price a house a little low, right? You can get the price up with multiple offers. Okay, that's pretty popular as well. So keep that in mind. Price it right. Last one, guys. Step number 8: hire an experienced real estate agent. Okay, an experienced real estate agent isn't necessarily the one that's been doing it for 20 or 30 years, not taking away from their decades of experience. However, there may be some real estate agents that have been doing it for decades that aren't up to par on technology and on social media and on YouTube and things like that to help you sell your home. Okay. Next, when you're interviewing a real estate agent, whether it's to sell your house or to just help you buy one, ask some questions, man. 70% of home buyers and sellers go with the first agent they meet. And I guess that's fine. Those are pretty good odds for a real estate agent, man. But if you're going to sell your home, do some research, interview several of them, ask them their experience. How many houses did you sell last year? Oh, I sold 80 homes. Wow, 80 homes. That's phenomenal. How many of them were listings? Oh, 56 of them were listings. I might be talking about myself. But ask them those questions. Of those listings, how many of them were in the city that you live in? Of those, how long were they on the market? Do you have examples of those? Can I see those numbers? Ask them those questions. What are you going to do for me? You know what I mean? Hire a professional. Hire the one who's passionate about what they're going to do for you and about helping you find the house of your dreams or help you sell yours and make the most money possible with the least amount of problems in the shortest amount of time. Okay, that's it. I hope that's helpful to you. 8 successful tips on how to sell your house. If you're thinking about buying or selling in the area, you can call me, you can text me, or you can reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jordan Dennis, and I'm leading you home.